Hi everyone, my name is Karis. Welcome back to my corner of the internet where I talk about books and other things that I enjoy, and welcome to another weekend reading vlog. This week has gone so quickly and it feels like literally yesterday that I finished filming my last weekend reading vlog, but as I enjoyed filming that so much, I decided that I would do another one this weekend and try and make this like an ongoing thing. So yeah, this is another weekend in my life. I've woke up today feeling so happy because last night I did my first ever solo reading sprints, which was so much fun. As you might know, I usually tend to do Friday night reading sprints on alternate channels with Rhiannon from Welsh Reader, and they're always literally like the highlight of my week. But Rhiannon is taking a bit of time away at the moment, and I decided because I love doing the sprints so much and because I had so much reading that I wanted to get done, I would just have a go at doing them myself. I was fine up until about 5 minutes before I was going live, and then I was like super stressed, and I think you could probably tell in like the first 10 minutes before we did the first sprint. But after that I was just a lot more chilled out, and it was just such a lovely time hanging out with everyone. And I am going to be doing them again this Friday, so I'm really excited for that. During those sprints I actually hit 2,000 subscribers. What? I honestly can't believe it. I knew that I was getting close to 2k, but I just didn't think that I would hit it in those sprints, so I didn't think to mention it. And then some people in the chat were saying, oh, you're so close to 2k, and then because of that some people really kindly shouted me out on Twitter, and that obviously pushed me over the line and I reached my next milestone. And I'm just so appreciative of everyone who helped me out, and also everyone who's just supported my channel, especially in these past 6 months or so since coming back to BookTube. I wouldn't say I was worried about coming back to BookTube, but I did wonder whether I would enjoy it as much as I did the first time around, and whether I would be able to make any friends or anything like that. And I think when I first came back I wasn't like fully committed to it. I just thought I'll put a couple of videos out there, test the waters, and then I can always just disappear off the face of the earth again for another 3 years if nothing really comes of it. But pretty much instantly from coming back I've made real genuine connections with so many lovely people. I've just really loved being a part of this community so much, and I'm just so glad that I came back. It was the best decision. So thank you so much once again, everyone. If you're watching this, if you're subscribed, if you've commented, if you've joined me on a live sprint, chatted to me on Twitter, thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and I am planning on doing some sort of giveaway, possibly a Q&A as well. I don't know if people would be interested in like that, if people want to ask me questions, I don't know, but I'm gonna do something for hitting 2k. I hadn't really thought about it because I wasn't really expecting it, so I'm not sure like logistically yet, but definitely some sort of giveaway. So I would stay tuned on my Twitter/Instagram and also here for any announcements about that. So yeah, that was last night. This weekend is horrible weather, so I'm thinking it's going to be one of those weekends where I'm going to be in the house a lot but can get a lot of things done. Maybe some things that I've been putting off doing for a while just around the house, and also get a lot of reading done. My main focus for this week is to finish Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. If you watched last week's reading vlog, you'll know that I started this, and I think I was on about page 75-ish by the end of that vlog. And I haven't read too much over the course of the week. I do find it quite difficult to fit reading in at the moment. So I think I was on about page 180 when I started the sprints last night, and now I'm on page 283. So I read about 100 pages over the course of the sprints last night, and I am now almost halfway through. This is over 600 pages. I had sort of told myself that I would get this done by the end of the weekend, which for me includes Monday because I'm off on Mondays at the moment, and that's what I'm hoping to do. If I can get 100 pages a day read, that would be amazing. I am reading it quite slowly. That's my problem with it. Like, it shouldn't really take me too long to get through 300 pages. I'm averaging probably about 50 pages an hour with this, so for 300 pages that's like 6 hours. So yeah, that's the reading. I did just say though that I'm going to the hairdressers, and I thought I'd mention that because I am going to have quite a lot of hair cut off, I think. My hair grows quite quickly and it has got quite long. It's been quite long for a while, but I hadn't really noticed how long it had got until recently. It's actually quite annoying, especially when I'm out running, and I do notice that I always like pull on my hair when I'm talking in videos and stuff, and that is irritating me as well when I watch it back. So I thought I would get a substantial amount cut off. I also thought ultimately if I get it shorter and I hate it, I'm not really going out and seeing anyone, so it doesn't really matter too much. So I was thinking of getting it sort of like collarbone sort of length, and as that is quite a substantial amount anyway, I decided that I wanted to donate the hair that I get cut off to the Little Princess Trust, which is a children's charity that basically uses donated hair to make wigs for people, I think it's just children, I'm not entirely sure, who are going through things like chemotherapy, or basically just people who need wigs. It's something that I've never done before, but I've always thought, oh, if I've got enough hair that I'm having cut off, I would do it. So I just thought I would show you my hair at the moment. It's like down to here, and if I put it all over the one side, it's like, yeah, quite long. And from the back, it's sort of like down, if you can see. And I'm back. I have significantly less hair than I had before. It's a bit shorter than I think I thought it was going to be, because my hair was so thick I didn't realise them for the hairdresser to like cut through above where I put the hair bubble. It was a bit uneven, so we had to do some neatening up, which obviously meant that we had to like cut it to the shortest level, but I'm happy with it. I quite like it this length now that I've got used to it a bit more. I think maybe I should have done something more with my fringe, because I mean, I didn't do anything to it because I kind of like having it as like a curtain sort of look. So she only took like a little bit off it, but now that I'm back and I've got my glasses on, it's quite annoying, like this bit over the glasses. So maybe I can have a bit of a home attempt at that at some point, but for now, it's fine. I've got the ponytail here just to... This is it. That was how long my hair was. Wow. Probably on Monday now I will get it all packaged up, fill out whatever form I need to fill in, and then go down to the post office to get it sent off to the Little Princess Trust. So while I was in the hairdressers, I was probably under the dryer for about 20 minutes, and I got to page 300 of Plain Bad Heroines. Only one more chapter. I haven't got it to hold because the camera's balancing on it, but I'm glad that I've got a little bit read, obviously hoping that I can get some more done this evening. The other bookish thing that I did was go to the charity shop, because there's a charity shop right next door to the hairdressers, and I haven't been in a charity shop in so long. One of my favourite things normally to do is just go in them and see what books are in. I'm trying not to buy too many new books at the moment, because obviously I had all of my books come for my birthday, and I did also get 2 books yesterday as well, which I will also show you now. In charity shops, if there's something that I know that I really want, and it's a good deal, I just can't resist. I can't say no to a bargain. And I found 2 things, and it was only £1 for 2 of them, 50p each, which is a really good deal. The 2 books that I got yesterday are, first of all, The Loving Spirit by Daphne du Maurier. This is du Maurier's first book, and I think, I don't know when, but I want to do like a year or more than a year where I read one Daphne du Maurier book a month. I want to make it a thing. Massively inspired by Shannon from 155 Books, who did a year of Shakespeare, and also Victoria from What Victoria Read has been doing the same thing but with Margaret Atwood's books. I really want to do it with Daphne du Maurier because I love her books so much. I never know where to go next, and I feel like doing it in order is logical because there are definitely some that I'm more excited about than others, but I do want to read them all, and I think if I pick the ones that I'm just excited about and then I'm left with the ones that I'm not so excited about, then they'll be put on the back burner forever. So yeah, this is the first one. This is about Janet Coombe longs for adventure and the freedom of the sea. She feels herself pulled fast under its spell, but in her heart she knows she must sacrifice her dreams. She is a woman and her place is at home. So she marries Thomas, a boat builder, and her restless spirit is passed down through her son and on to her descendants. I think you can definitely see just from that blurb some of the themes about womanhood in particular and the role of the woman in the family and in society that are also apparent in lots of du Maurier's later works. And I also love, obviously, a lot of her books are set near the coast and by the sea. And then the other book that I got yesterday was The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I've seen Milena talk about Toni Morrison quite a lot recently, and I've never read any of her books. She's an author who I'm so interested in, and again, I thought maybe reading her books in publication order would be good, and this is the first one, so this is the one that I decided to go for. This one says it immerses us in the tragic, torn lives of a poor black family, Pauline, Cholly, Sam and Pecola, in post-depression 1940s Ohio. Unlovely and unloved, Pecola prays each night for blue eyes like those of her privileged white schoolfellows. At once intimate and expansive, unsparing in its truth-telling, The Bluest Eye shows how the past savagely defines the present. So I think this is going to be very important, very interesting as well, and it's quite short. And then the 2 books that I bought today from the charity shop. First of all, I got Oryx and Crake by Margaret Atwood. I'm really keen to get to some more Atwood after having really enjoyed reading Cat's Eye last month. This one I think is a bit more sci-fi sort of based, and that is not typically my sort of thing, but I do find her voice and her style very compelling, so I'm hoping that I will enjoy this. And the other book that I got today is The Romanovs. This is a non-fiction about the Romanovs. I've seen it so many times in Waterstones and stuff. I always think it looks so pretty. I love this colour and the gold like foiling and stuff, but I've never picked it up. But when I saw it for 50p, I was like, I have to. I don't know when I'll get round to it, but I'm glad that I own it now. Anyway, now I'm going to film a video, which will probably be up already by the time this goes up, because I think it will be going up tomorrow. I think I'm going to do the Moody Reader book tag. So I filmed, and I'm just going to go and edit the video, but parcel just came. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. I did order myself one more book when I ordered the ones that I've already shown you. There was one more that was like coming from a different warehouse or whatever, so it hasn't come, so I guess that's what this is. But let's just open it, I guess. Oh, satisfying. Okay, this is not what that is. What? This is Heartstopper Volume 4 by Alice Oseman. And it was from Victoria, from what Victoria read, to say, congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. It's an incredible milestone and you deserve it and so much more. Happy reading. Victoria, thank you. I really wasn't expecting that, and that is like so quick because I literally hit it yesterday. I do have to admit that I did pre-order this one from Waterstones and clearly didn't realise that it was still on my wish list. I think I must have put it on there a while ago, but I am so grateful, Victoria. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, and it's my own stupid fault. It's definitely a perfect pick because it's definitely one of my most anticipated releases of the year. In fact, I was planning on doing a reading vlog for this entire series. I think next weekend I'm going to do that because I wanted to do it this weekend, but I haven't finished Plain Bad Heroines yet, so I need to get through that. So now I have 2 copies. I mean, I could take my one back to Waterstones, I guess, and get the money and then spend that money on something else. I think I'll do that, and if I can do it in this vlog, then I will put it in the video, because then that will be like the gift from Victoria. But thank you so much, Victoria. I appreciate it so much. You really didn't have to send me anything. Good morning. Please ignore this situation. I'm about to go for a run, but I thought I would just jump on to the vlog and say that it's Sunday now, and I'm sure absolutely no one will be surprised to hear that I have read no more of Plain Bad Heroines, despite my best intentions yesterday. Still on page 300, still have a full 300 pages to go, and 2 days to do it in, which should be doable, but I probably am averaging about 50 pages a day at the moment, so I really need to pick it up because I don't want to be reading it for another 6 days, because I just have so many other things that I was really hopeful to read in May. For now, I'm going to go for a run. It's about 11, and I joined in on the sprints on Alan's channel for like the first half an hour while they were chatting, and then I was going to sit and read for half an hour, but I thought, just get ready to go out for your run, because if you don't and you wait until they've finished the sprint and you read, then you're going to watch the chatting bit and then you're going to want to do the next one. And I do love joining in on the sprints, and I really hate missing them because it's literally one of the highlights of my Sunday and just my week in general. But I think if I'm going to go for a run today, I need to get it done this morning, otherwise I'll put it off all day. Hello, I'm back. I'm showered, feeling fresh, feeling good. I ran 5 miles in the end. A little bit less than I wanted to do. I think I wanted to try and do a 10k, which is 6, but whatever. Now we're going to go on our typical like Sunday afternoon outing just to like a local town. Probably just have a little walk around and get an ice cream, because they have like a nice ice cream parlour sort of thing there, and the weather is nice enough for that. So I will take Plain Bad Heroines in the car and update when I get back on how much I've read. I'm guessing I will get to maybe like, I don't want to be too over optimistic because I always set myself really unrealistic targets. So let's say I'll get to page 315, and then hopefully I will absolutely excel and just astonish myself at how amazingly I've done. I'm dressed like this. I don't know where I think I'm going or who I think I am. It was just from Asda back when none of the actual shops were open. Probably definitely too overdressed for where we're going, but when else am I going to have opportunity to wear this? It's a nice day. We haven't had much of that at the moment, and I haven't got anywhere to go. So I'm back, and can you believe that I set myself what I thought was a ridiculously easy target of reading to page 315 in the car, considering Altogether, I probably spent like 40 minutes in the car, and I'm only on page 307, so I read 7 pages. What is wrong with me? Why can I not just commit to reading a book? I've got about an hour and a half until our takeaways come in, so I'm just going to read this whole time, and I've put the sprints back on again to motivate me to actually do some flipping reading, because I just think I can't read without sprints. Maybe that's the problem. But we've just started off a half an hour. It's Anna, Leanne and Shannon today. I've got my friends here to keep me company. They're gonna motivate me to actually get some reading done. Hello, just thought I would check in with a little Monday morning update. I can't actually remember the last time that I talked to the vlog, but I remember that I definitely talked about rewatching Anna and Shannon's sprints. So I did do that, and then had dinner last night, and then before going to bed I rewatched like the first 45-minute sprint of Chloe from Chloe Reads Books' sprints, because she was sprinting last night and I was watching Line of Duty. Finally finished it now, by the way. But after that I went up to bed and was ready to read, and I saw that Chloe was still online, but literally as I opened it up she was like saying goodbye, so I was like, classic timing from me. So I just watched them back from the start. As I said before, I literally apparently cannot read without some form of sprinting or another person there with me, like holding my hand through it. That combined with a little bit of reading this morning after I ate my breakfast means that I'm now up to page 407 of Plain Bad Heroine. So this is like the check-in with how far through we are. Will I finish it today? Doubtful. I am now doing sprints on Emily from Emily Kathleen Reads channel on Tuesday. So if I don't finish it today, then I should finish it on that. I don't know why I just said Tuesday. I mean tomorrow. It is Tuesday, but it's also tomorrow. So if I don't finish it today, then I should be able to finish it on that, hopefully. Obviously that won't be in the vlog, but it will be fun, and it will mean that I will be able to finish this soon, I hope. In terms of what I'm thinking about it, I am still enjoying it. I don't know what my rating will be overall. I feel like my rating is going to be either a 4 or a 3-star depending on how the ending is. If it's like a really good ending, then I think it will be a 4. If I'm disappointed with the ending, then probably a 3. I just don't think it's going to be a 5, because although I am enjoying it, it's just long. This is probably marketed wrong as being horror. Like, it's creepy in places, but it's not scary, and I think maybe if there was more cut out of it and it was a bit more intense in the frights and those sorts of bits, then maybe it would be a bit more horror. I guess I'll update again like later today with where I am, but for now I decided that I was going to do a Pilates video, which is going to be very interesting. During the first lockdown, I was going like 2-3 times a week to obviously like virtual classes, just doing it in my own house. And then for some reason, I just haven't been for ages. I just stopped going in the new year after Christmas. I am gonna feel this. Okay, I'm mid Pilates class. Core strength, surprisingly not too bad. My legs, no. The postman just came, got 2 parcels. I think I know what both of these are. This is some washi tape, I'm pretty sure, but let's just see. Yes, this is what I ordered from Etsy, because I wanted some like pretty washi tape to stick all the like gift notes from books that I got for my birthday from my wish list into the front of the books so I don't lose them. So I will do this today. I'm glad that this has come. It's like got loads of little books on it. This must be the book that I ordered for myself that still hasn't come. What? Okay, it's not the book that I thought it was gonna be. What? Who? What? Emily! Thank you. This is from Emily Kathleen Reads, who I said I'm going to be on her channel tomorrow. And it's Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is something that's been on my radar for a very long time. It's so pretty as well, the cover. I didn't know it was like sparkly in places. And the little gift note just says, congrats on 2K, looking back I should really be sending you a copy of The Spectacle Snatcher in paperback, but I hope you enjoy this one. It's on my TBR, so if you fancy a buddy read in the near future, hit me up. Yes, definitely Emily, that would be really fun. I will obviously have already messaged you by the time this goes up, because I'm gonna message you like in a minute to thank you for this, but that's so sweet. I don't know where the book that I actually ordered for myself has got to though. Maybe I should actually check on Amazon about that. Right, Pilates is done. Put my hair up in these like 2 pigtail things, and now I cannot decide whether I like it or not, but oh well. I think the rest of my face is also really red, but I'm going to the shopping centre, gonna have a face mask on, so we're just gonna ignore that. I'm going to the shopping centre, not gonna take my camera with me, but I am gonna return my extra copy of Heartstopper and then see what they've got in. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I might go for the buy one get one half price table because I think Heartstopper was like £9, almost £10, what I paid for it from Waterstones. I could maybe get like 2 YA books on the buy one get one half price table. There's only 2 that I can think that might be there that I want, so we'll see. I do want to get Sarah Bernard and Holly Bourne's new book because they were my ultimate favourite YA authors, and I think it's really cool that they've got new books out at the same time. And I was thinking of doing like a vlog where I get very nostalgic, read both of their books, but also like do some of the other things that I was doing in like 2015, 2016 when I last read their books. So if they've got them, then I might go for those 2, but I'm not sure if Holly Bourne's new book is going to be out yet. I think officially it publishes in 3 days time. Otherwise we'll just have to see what they've got. I went to the Waterstones. I've got the books. I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm this excited because I have so many other things to read, but still just acquiring books brings me so much joy. So I got 2 things on the buy one get one half price table, and I don't really know what happened with the maths because I only ended up being charged £1.99, but the book that I returned was like not £10, and if you add these together in like the buy one get one half price way, it should have come to 14 or 13, so I should have paid 3 or 4. I don't really understand, and I didn't get my receipt, but I'm not complaining because I've got 2 new books. So they're very different in vibe. The first is the yearbook by Holly Bourne. As I said, I wanted to try and see if I could get this, and this was the one that I thought I might not be able to get, but it is the one that I did manage to find. So I think this is out like a few days early, and I actually don't know what it's about. So let's just read it, I guess. Grace is such an amazing person. Lie. Laura steals people's boyfriends. Lie. Paige is totally unlovable. Also a lie. Paige is used to keeping quiet in the face of lies at school and at home, but she's finally had enough. When she starts to find love through the pages of a book, she finds her voice too. Now she is going to rewrite her story, and the yearbook is the perfect place to do it. Paige Vickers, most likely to bring down the mean girls. Finding your voice, speaking the truth, falling in love, all the biggest drama happens in high school. Very intrigued. I haven't read a YA for quite a while now, probably about 9 or 10 months. So excited for this to be one of the first ones that I pick back up again. As I said, I love Holly Bourne. I've read all of her books, including her adult ones actually, so it hasn't been that long since I read an adult one of hers, but it's been quite a while since I read a YA. I've enjoyed all of them except for the manifesto on how to be interested in soulmates. They weren't massively for me, but the rest of them from the Spinster Club onwards I've loved. I used to be absolutely obsessed with the Spinster Club. If you were on my channel at the time when I was first on BookTube, you'll know that I was always talking about Holly Bourne and especially the Spinster Club trilogy. Very excited to see this one and to also see like the progression from then. This one is also signed, which is great because the majority of my other Holly Bourne books are signed from when I met her at various events and stuff, so it's good to have like another one to add to the collection. And also it has these like cool, not at the top, okay, but it has these like cool sprayed edges. And then they did have the Sarah Bernard one there, but it wasn't on the table, so I didn't get it. So in the end I went like upstairs to the general fiction, and there wasn't that much on that table that I was interested in or I didn't already have. But then I saw this one, Catherine Howard, The Tainted Queen, which is the 5th book in the 6 Tudor Queen series by Alison Weir. I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel before, but I read the first one of these last year, really loved it. I'm really fascinated to learn more about all of the queens, which was definitely sparked by my love with Six the Musical. I would say that Catherine Howard is probably one of the queens that I'm most interested in. Maybe like my second most interested in. I'm not sure. I think Catherine Parr is the one that interests me the most, and obviously that's the one book that I don't have yet because that one's not out. Very excited to have this one, and also this one is quite short. Let me just go and get the first one. Okay, so this is the one that I read last year, the first one, and then this is this 5th one in comparison. I think it's because Catherine of Aragon sort of was around in Henry VIII's life for a lot longer than Catherine Howard. So I'm glad that this is about 200 pages shorter than this one, because hopefully then I'll be able to get through it a lot quicker, because it is the size of these books that intimidates me. but seeing this one, I'm like, this seems manageable. The Anne Boleyn one obviously is the next one, and I do have that. I have all of these now up to this point. I feel like I have no excuse now not to carry on with this series. Hello, you join me today from the weirdest position in my room, like just on the floor behind my chair. But I thought that I would do the organisation that I wanted to do with the washi tape that I showed earlier. I'm going to stick all of the gift notes from my books that were from my birthday, which are quite a lot of these ones here, and the ones that I got today and yesterday from Emily and Victoria, into the books. And in perfect timing, I didn't actually know that this was happening. I don't know if it's like a last minute thing or if I'm just oblivious, but Shah has literally just gone live and Shannon is going to join her in a bit. So I've got them on the screen. It's just Shah at the moment. Just started I think it was 25 minutes because there's no way I've been talking for 7 minutes already. A 25-minute sprint. So maybe I can get it all done in this amount of time, although I do like to just faff around and take forever with these sorts of things. But I'm also going to listen. Oh, an error has occurred. I've also downloaded the audiobook for Small Pleasures. I might not have said it in this vlog, but Small Pleasures is going to be my next read because it's my book club pick for the Book Bar book club that I'm taking part in. I have a week from tomorrow to read it, and I'm sure that I can manage it, but I don't think I'll finish Plain Bad Heroines until tomorrow night, so that gives me like 6 days, and I just thought, why not get it started on audio? I just realised that I hadn't actually signed off this vlog. It's Tuesday now, but I don't want to include anything from today because I want to get it all like edited and exporting and uploading and ready to go for tomorrow's upload. So I just thought I would come and sign off the vlog quickly. Surprise, surprise, I did not finish Plain Bad Heroines this weekend. I think I really just need to make a pact with myself to stop saying that I'm going to do something by the end of the weekend, because the past 2 vlogs I haven't managed to read half as much as I wanted to. I'm now at page 441, so I've read like, oh, my dog's coming in the room. I have read about 140 pages, which isn't even half what I said I was going to read. I'm still happy with that. I still got a big chunk read on Sunday and about 50 pages yesterday as well, but obviously I didn't really read anything on Saturday, and I could have read more yesterday, but I did a lot of other things instead, like a lot of little bits that were just on my to-do list that I had been leaving hanging around for ages. So at least I've got some of them done. As I said before, I'm going on Emily's sprints tonight, so hopefully I can get a good chunk of this read then. And then just quickly before I go, I did want to mention this because it arrived today, not technically over the weekend, but as I've got it now, I couldn't not include it in the vlog. It's this Overshare by Shah from Thoroughly Enjoyed Books. It's her little poetry collection, which she's printed herself, and I heard her read out a couple of poems in like her launch event for this, and they were so good, so I can't wait to dive into the rest of this. She did send me an ebook version of it as well, but I wanted to wait until I had it in my hands physically. So yeah, just wanted to share this. If you'll be interested, I will leave a link to Shah's channel and also where you can purchase this from in the description. All the money that's being raised from it is going to Calm, which is a men's mental health charity. So you're supporting an amazing creator and also a really good cause. If you wanted to grab a copy of it physically or on ebook, there are like different options there. So yeah, I'm so excited that this came today. So that is it for today's video and this weekend's reading vlog. I hope you're all keeping safe and staying well, and I will see you again next time. Bye.